And we are live. Welcome again, guys. How are you doing today? Yes, today is the 5th of July, 2023, second half of the year, third quarter, and of course, it's about to get busy today. First of all, my name once again is Tolu Olatunji of CSA Forex. Tolu Olatunji of CSA Forex, which happens to be my trading academy, right? For everything trading with respect to Forex, cryptos, stocks, and the likes, commodities, and so on. So today we're going to be talking about the market, what's happening in the market, and of course, how to take advantage of the market. If there's any opportunity today, we'll look at it together and see what we can make out of it, right? So if we are here, as I can see some of us are joining gradually, I'd like you first of all to let us know, introduce yourself, let us know, give us your feedback that you are here live and direct, and then also let us know where you are connecting to us from. That will be a good thing when we know that you are here, you are there, and so on, right? So as usual, I'm talking to you from BC, from British Columbia in Canada, and it is the weather is just nice and warm today, as usual, at least for this period. So let's know where you are connected to us from, and of course, let's also know what instrument that you are looking out for today. What are you planning on trading today, or are you in any trades? Let's know the issues, the challenges that you are facing. Let's know how trading has been for you for the first half of the year. And of course, we will dive into charts because I have a few things to talk about today. And if you are familiar with our section here with respect to this, our live that we normally have, right? You will notice that the first thing we normally check on before we start discussing any charts is what? Is the news, right? So now you should be able to see the news, you should be able to see the calendar right in front of you. Beautiful. I can see some of us are joining now. I can see, hello guys, hi bro, what are we looking at today? And so on. Greetings from Hong Kong. That's Ben Sinclair. Beautiful. Ben, how are you doing? Thank you from Hong Kong. How is Hong Kong doing today? Beautiful. So today we have a few things to talk about, but majorly it is going to be around this major news coming out later today, which happens to be the FOMC. Today, as I said, is the 5th of July, 7 p.m. UK time. We're going to be having high impact news for the dollars, and that is known as the FOMC meeting minutes. That's the Federal Open Market Committee to the US. And of course, whenever we have this news on Wednesday, we tend to have some volatility that is introduced to the markets, from volatility that would bring some whipsaws, spread increment, and a few other things that would happen around that period. But that period is when I usually advise traders, if you don't have any idea what's going on in the market, the best thing for you to do is to be on the sidelines. I repeat, the best thing for you to do is to be on the sidelines during this 7 p.m. UK time. And guys, you can always change the time zone over here by clicking on the time here. Change the time zone to your own time. If you're using your mobile device, you see the time somewhere to your left-hand side in the middle, thereabouts, depending on how you're holding your smartphone, right? So what we have over here, be careful with this. And you know, more or less, this is a build-up. I repeat, this is a build-up to the Friday's big one of the non-farm payroll, the unemployment rate. So this one is also heavy for the US dollar. And as I said earlier, if you are conversant, if you have been here for a few times, you've been here for a little while, you know that the first thing that we really like to talk about is the fundamentals. And we get the fundamentals, which is based on the scheduled news. We get it from our forexfactory.com, from the calendar. right? You can see the calendar is giving us the information of the high impact news. And that's why you can see under impact, everything is red. It's giving us information on the high impact news strictly, because that is what is going to move the market, right? I repeat, that is what is going to move the market. Now, I can see some comments coming in here, and I can see one that caught my attention, and I'm going to also address that because I try as much as possible to, apart from talking about the chats or talking about the news, talking about trading in general, I try to be in the comment section, even though I tend to get overwhelmed because of the number of people that we have here. Parker Warren says something. Today was a mess. Interesting. And before I read this message, today was a mess because right now it's just 6 minutes after 6 a.m. here in BC. I'm in PST time, right? Right. When I saw his comment now, it made me to smile because yes, indeed, today has been a mess. And I haven't been able to get any opportunity. It's not all the time that you force things out of the market. When I say I haven't been able to get any opportunity, I actually even went to the scalpers time frame because we have different time frames. We have time frames from the scalper, from the intraday, from the swing and the position trading perspective. So I'm a short-term swing trader. And then I went even to like the 5 minutes time frame, 15 minutes time frame, and it was looking rather dirty, rather messy. And it's not one that I would like to mess with. And as the news is 5 hours from now, it doesn't look as if I'm going to get anything tangible. So most likely I'm going to be on the sideline. So thank you, Parker, for noticing that. And as I always tell you guys, every time that we're here, you are here for a reason. You are here to learn. As you are here to learn, I'm also here to learn. So we're all here to learn at the end of the day. I'm doing, of course, the talking, and of course, I'm doing the explaining, but I'm also learning from you guys, from your comments, from your questions, and so on. Now, guys, let's also try to do something early. If there's anybody here, we did it sometime 2 weeks ago, if I remember. If there's anybody here that wants to hop on the Zoom call with me, because I'm also streaming through my Zoom and streaming through my YouTube channel as well. Or if there's anybody on the YouTube channel or there's anybody on this Trading Live platform that wants to ask a question live, where as you are talking, we are hearing your voice, let me know. You can send a message to me on my Instagram, right? I repeat, you can send a message to me on my Instagram, and I'm going to drop my Instagram handle, right? So the drop Instagram handle, you can send me a message because I might not see it here. Once you send me a message on that Instagram, then I would now be able to send the Zoom link to you. I don't want to send the Zoom link now and then a whole bunch of people are joining that section, right? And it becomes a bit too busy with comments from there. I'm one person, I'm the only one monitoring everything. So if you want to join me and ask me a question, because this is live trading analysis, this is live trading analysis. You want to ask me any question with respect to trading, you can join me, send me a message on Instagram. I'll be monitoring my Instagram to be sure that I have any requests to join me on the Zoom to ask a question live for everybody to hear. If not, we continue with what we have. So now I can see some other comments. Dennis said, good to see you again. Good to see you too, Dennis Galup. Cora said, hello everyone, what's up? Okay, what's up, sewing mate? Okay, Maureen, thank you. Michael Henrietta, good afternoon, guys. Came in a bit late. Well, not really. We are just starting more or less. Adam Nelson, the first major news of the month. Yes, exactly. The first major news of the month, of the second half, and so on. And as I always say, last week I was talking about the higher time frame perspective or what's happening to the US dollar. And the US dollar has been sideways. The US dollar is rather sluggish. The US dollar has been consolidating from the higher time frame perspective. All right. And if you check your own US dollar, that is the DXY, the dollar index. We're going to look at the dollar index today, by the way. But if you check yours, then you will also see exactly what we are talking about. Right? Okay. So now let's continue with what we're talking about. So we've just talked about the news that we have over here, the major one for the FOMC coming out later today. And then we're going to cross over to the charts now and then see what we can make out of it. If you remember, just like what somebody said now, what Parker Warren said, that today was a mess. Today was and today is still a mess, if you ask me. Meaning that the opportunities are not clear, right? Nothing has jumped at me to be able to trade. And I'm going to show you now, as you can see, the dollar index in front of us, right? This is the dollar index in front of us. And what I was actually expecting from the dollar index from yesterday I was actually expecting a drop to this support, a break, a retest, and then from the retest, this is where I look for an entry based on the dollar. Because looking at the dollar, we're going to use the dollar to be trading the major currency pairs. Now, if you notice that what we have been doing is more or less a repetition. Repetition is good because by the time you continue to talk about the same thing, before you know it, it becomes a part of you, right? Let me just quickly jump into the remaining comments. How about your trades today, Yobus Humphrey? Please, you need to focus and pay attention to what we're doing. I said yesterday, I don't have any trade yet, and today I don't have any trade. I won't be able to read everybody's comments, so please put up a question that catches my attention and I can read it up properly, right? And I just said also, based on Parker's comment, that today is a mess, and I'm going to still show you as well. Joe said, since the dollar would finally make a break soon, hopefully, because if you look at what we have on the screen in front of us, it actually went to the area of resistance. And this resistance was what we drew yesterday. I didn't just draw it today. And that's why I always say you have video recordings of all our sessions. We talked about this area here of resistance, and we talked about this area of resistance. And you can see instead of it coming down today, it did what? It went up to the area of resistance, and then it is dropping down again. Now you can see price at 102.663 is in the middle of this support and this resistance. You can't afford to do anything in the middle. So as it's in the middle, you just have to wait. If you want to sell, this is the area to sell at the resistance. If you want to buy, this is the area to buy at the support. But then we were expecting a breakout of this resistance to now turn to support and then push higher. And either we get to enter, or we're expecting a break to the downside of the support here to turn as resistance to get our entry, and then we follow all the way down. But so far, none of them have occurred. And as they have not occurred, there is nothing, absolutely nothing we can do rather than to wait, right? Rather than to wait. Sophia Johnson, do we have anything like to read, like articles? Not really. When you say to read like articles, do you mean maybe from websites? Because if it's from websites, you can check forexfactory.com, the news section. You can read some articles and read some discussions there, or you can go to forexlive.com, Forex live, live.com. Or are you talking about maybe articles, materials, PDFs that I might have? If yes, please let me know so I understand what you are saying properly. Okay. Maureen said, everybody check in. Where are you from? Thank you. I already asked. Guys, it's always good for us to know where you are connected to us from. I always say I'm in BC, Canada. My name is Tolu, and the name of my academy is CSA Forex, which stands for Common Sense Approach to Forex Trading. And we are here together. Either you are here on my YouTube live channel, or you are here with me at the Trading Live platform, right? So you're welcome once again, guys. Let me just scroll through the comments, and I can see the comments are coming pretty hard and fast. I might obviously won't be able to read up on everything, but I want to continue to talk about a few charts. And if you guys have any instruments you want us to look at, you can also post it. That is why this is the live market analysis session. I repeat, that is why this is the live market analysis session, where we're going to be looking at the market from the perspective of what is happening with respect to today's opportunities and so on, right? So moving on, let's continue to look at a few instruments while I wait for your comments, okay? Or let me just quickly scroll down. I can see a bunch of comments here. Money from Baltimore, beautiful Baltimore, US, that's June Doe, you're welcome. Parker, do you have any opinion on the funded trader? Not exactly. What kind of opinion are you looking out for, if they're good or not good? Let me know exactly what you are looking at. So I'm just talking randomly. Dylan says, since everyone has been in a mess lately, well, just this week, the instruments for me, today is Wednesday, this is more or less half of the week. I haven't seen any clarity in the market, so I'm going to wait. And we do have some high impact news today, FOMC tomorrow. We have some other ones as well, EDP and I think ISM manufacturing or something. And then Friday, we have the big one, the NFP. So the rest of the week might as well be messy. And I want to tell you guys something as well. It's very possible, as well, at least from my own experience, from my own point of view, it's very possible not to get any trades for the week. That has happened to me a whole lot of times. So if you don't have any trading opportunity, do not be allowed. It is part of the business. Don't try to force anything out of the market, right? Also, I said, yeah, most players don't have good moves this week. At times when I have a live session like this and I don't really have anything on the radar, right? I just wonder, oh, so what are we going to talk about? We will still talk about something, and talking about the fact that there is nothing in the market, no opportunity is still something, because it is a way to protect your account. It is a way to ensure that your money is intact until you have opportunity. One thing I also tell traders that, look, in as much as we all want to make money, protecting the money that you have should come first. You need to be able to protect before you can start thinking of making money. Okay. Let me see. Would be interesting to hear someone join the link. Which link, Astrid? What are you talking about? Are you talking about the bootcamp? Is it the bootcamp you're talking about? I'll talk about the bootcamp as well. That's coming up on the 17th. That's like 2 weeks from now, 12 days from now. For those that are interested, as Astrid said, would be interesting to hear someone join the link. So if anybody has joined, you can comment out here as well. Lillian Tor said, yeah, that would just become messy. Okay, great. So we're going to look at some more pairs as well. I'm just trying to read up all your comments. Simon Gunter said, are you coming every day? Are you talking about live sessions? This week and maybe next week, I think I might be coming, if not every day, almost every day, right? Because at times I could just do 30 minutes, 45 minutes, or 1 hour max, and then I'm out, right? Just to give you briefing on what's happening in the market. Like what we can see here in front of us, no clarity for me. And then if we cross over to Euro USD as well, no clarity. I was expecting it to push higher. Keep an eye on the dollar. US bank holiday. This was yesterday's information. FOMC tomorrow, which is today. So yesterday's information. I can as well delete these things, right? Keep an eye on the dollar. I can leave this one because whenever I'm trading Euro USD, I always keep an eye on the dollar, right? Which is something that everybody should do. You can see Euro USD is in the middle. Now I'm going to also do something. Let's cross over to 5 minutes time frame. 5 minutes time frame is from the scalper's perspective. That's scalper's time frame. If I click on 5 minutes, let's see load. Now, one unique thing about the 5 minutes I'm going to show you guys now is, if you look at this movement, these movements are from today, 5th of July. These are very erratic movements. These are movements, as you can see, very, I was about to say foolish movements, silly movements, very erratic movements. I'm not going to mess with this chart, Euro USD. I personally, I'm not going to mess with this one. I don't know about you guys. I haven't gotten any clarity on this trading for the week, for today, and so on. For this new month, very erratic movement. From these highs over here to the lows, it's very crazy. Because if you're going to use a Fibonacci, probably you'd have loved the market to get somewhere around here for you to get your entry. But the market blew this area. It destroyed this area, go back to the highs here. You can see from this scalper's perspective, I can't say anything to scalp. And based on the build up to prior to the high impact news coming out in a bit, that's in about approximately 5 hours from now, I still can't say anything. So me personally, I'm going to leave my account, my money where it is. I'm not going to come out and gamble, because that's what some traders will do. I'm not going to come out and gamble, because if I come out and gamble, the probability, the likelihood of me having heavy losses is very high. and I'm not willing to do that. And please try your best not to do that as well. Omar said, actually looking on some stocks that I can buy long term. Okay, no problem. That would be a good idea as well. When you say long term, that means that obviously you're probably looking at swing or position trading, holding for maybe days or weeks or even months or years. Okay, Tom Milton said, yeah, there has been a mixed battle between the bulls and the bears. Let me ask you guys this question. Hopefully I can scroll to the bottom because I don't know. You guys, your comments is coming in too fast. And that's why I always say, guys, if you join me in the bootcamp, we'll spend more than an hour a day. Because when I see your comments in the Telegram, you can easily hop on the Zoom or I can answer your questions through chat on the Telegram. Because we'll also be having Zoom sessions like this. And then we'll be, in the Telegram group and I'll be answering questions. Once I see them, I just answer as well, right, for the bootcamp. I dropped the link for the bootcamp a bit earlier and I'll drop the link again. I'm checking my Instagram. Let me check my Instagram quickly if I have any message of anybody saying they want to join me. No, I don't have any new comment of anybody requesting to join me on the live. Okay, so I'm going to drop the bootcamp link in a bit for those that are interested. And if you sign up now, let me know. All right, as I said, we have a bootcamp, 3-week bootcamp coming up on the 17th of July to the 4th of August. And of course, the price, because it is not a free bootcamp, it is $250. And when I said $250, a few of you here said that is rather cheap compared to what you've been hearing from others. And then because too many people said, imagine too many people saying it is too cheap. And then of course I can't increase this one now for the few people that have already subscribed. And by the way, guys, I'm looking for a few people to join for this session for this month, all right, for this bootcamp for this month of July. Any other one I might be doing before the end of the year, the price is going to go up because you guys said it is too cheap. So the price is obviously going to go up. Okay, so guys, just going over your comments as well. Ruth said, thank you for sharing your knowledge with us today. Thank you. Lynn said, I'm a beginner here, still learning from you. Thank you. Awesome. Beautiful, guys. I can see your comments coming in fast and hard. I'm just trying to go over whether there's any question I should really be going over. Jane said, why Danny Bro not trading in news time? Are you trading in news time? Am I trading in news time? Absolutely no, not ever. I don't trade news directly. That is a period where a lot of crazy things can happen. I am not ready to lose my account. I'm not ready to lose a large amount from my account. Trading news is not for me, and I don't think it will ever be for me. That's me. You can try it on a demo account if you want, right? But that's not something I'm going to be doing. Xaviera said, hi, I hope you are doing well so that you can always be doing live. I'm doing well. At times I get a bit tired because now the time is just after 6 a.m. I have to wake up like 5 a.m. here, BC time, British Columbia time. I set about 3 alarms, 5:15, 5:25, and then 5:55 a.m. so that I can wake up on time and set up things for our live session. So I could have been sleeping some more, but I wake up on time for you guys, right? And of course, as we said, this is a free session which I'm streaming on my YouTube live, and I'm also streaming here on Trading Live and so on. Okay, I'm just going to breeze through some other comments as well. Sorry, I have too many comments coming in. I'm going to also be jumping back into the chat section just to show you one or two instruments. But also, I'm trying to see some comments. Elsa said, could this be a head and shoulders on 30 minutes for me? On what instrument? I'm really not really sure what instrument you're talking about. Guys, when you ask a question, please ask it properly so that once I read it properly, because if you retype it, I might not see it from all the comments that are coming in here, right? Yeah, so let me just scroll down quickly. Bridget said, every time I lose a trade, I have to do 100 push-ups. By the way, 500 push-ups so far. Is that for today or this week? That's Bridget. Said anytime you lose a trade, you do 100 push-ups and you've done 500 push-ups, 5,000 push-ups so far. That means that you've had like 50 losses. Is that for this week? Let me know. That could be a bit crazy. If you've lost 50 trades this week already, right? I haven't taken any trades. I have not had any loss as well. Cornelia said, may God bless you for this effort. Thank you, guys. I do appreciate some of your comments, especially when we have like free sessions like this. And then I see some comments, it encourages me to come back the next day, right? But if I don't see comments or it's just me talking to myself, then I could as well be sleeping in tomorrow, right? So thank you for your comments. I am just going to scroll down some more. Sorry, guys, I'm just breezing through your comments over here. What pair is this, Cameline Gonzalez? This is the Euro USD from the 5 minutes time frame from the scalper's perspective. If that's what we're looking at now as I'm answering, because I'm behind on your comments, I'm trying to scroll down, but going through the comments, chatting, and then also that is looking at chats and then also looking at the news is a bit daunting, especially from the comment section. Yeah, Parker said dollar is really struggling to go up. Yeah, the dollar is really struggling, so we wait to see what comes out of it. Abigail said, great job, easily one of the best finance channels. Oh, thank you for that. Guys, don't forget there's a nomination ongoing on the Trading Live section. If you can vote for me, I'll tell you the honest truth. I haven't even checked on it once. I don't even know whether I have one vote. I'm here to check on it. I don't even know the link. I know I got a mail. I don't know that you guys got the mail. Maybe because I am one of the facilitators, instructors under the Trading Live platform. I think I got a mail yesterday or so talking about some more people that you can vote for or nominate or something. I haven't opened a mail yet. I will probably try to get across to that. Are you going to be busy this month? Yes, I have a bootcamp coming up, Brent Stevens. I don't know why you're asking me, but I'm going to be busy this month. I have a bootcamp coming up from the 17th to the 4th of August. So I probably will be busy. I might not be able to do as much live over here when that time comes up. So you guys are looking to increasing your knowledge, whether you are a newbie or you're a struggling trader, you can join me in the bootcamp. Victoria said, what's the method to register for the bootcamp? Okay, as I said, the bootcamp is $250, and I'm going to drop the link now. I've dropped the link so Victoria can see the link for the bootcamp and you can register now. Once you register now and I get the notification, I will send you your materials because you are going to get access to materials such as video tutorials. You get a trading plan template for you to better structure your trading. You get a trading journal for you to better keep records of your trading. You will get basically all the necessary things that you need to become successful, for you to have consistency in the business, right? So you get all of that once you sign up. And then on the 17th of July, we'll kick off with our training session, right? Where we'll dive into everything and anything that everybody needs to know, whether you're a beginner or whether you're a struggling trader, to help everybody out, right? So that's the link over there. I'm going to drop the link again soon. And I'll also be checking to know if anybody signs up now. So if you sign up and I see it, then we will be able to set you up immediately after this session. So for today, I can't see any sign up. So as I've dropped the link, maybe you could be the first person to sign up today. And as I always say, I just need a few people to join. Okay, gold pumping now. Parker will get to gold in a bit. Let me just go over some other comments over here. Guys, if you have any question on any particular instrument, let me know. It doesn't have to be the majors. It could be any instrument whatsoever. Let me know, and I'll flip to it in a bit. I'll be saying, what is the criteria to join the bootcamp? Just make payments is $250. I need a handful of people so I can concentrate on those that join. I'm looking for about 10 people, but I might increase that based on the demand. But what you need to do, as I've dropped the link now, is for you to get your credit cards, get your Visa, debit, or whatever the case might be, make the payment. $250, according to what you guys were saying yesterday, is not much. So if you feel your trading is stuck, if you feel you haven't made much progress in your trading, and you feel based on what we've been doing here for free has been helping you, then think about what you would gain in the bootcamp section, right? So if that's the case, then sign up with the link. I've dropped the link and I'll drop the link again for you and every other person to sign up on. Okay, let me just jump back into the chat. Let's look at gold, as I think I saw 1 or 2 questions on gold. Guys, any comments or any instruments you want us to look at, let me know, and then we will dive into it. So quickly on gold now, this is gold over here. You can see this is what we drew yesterday. This is exactly what we drew yesterday. If you can go and watch the live from yesterday where we talked about gold, because most times I don't clean up my charts. When I draw my charts, I leave them as it is, only if something happens like a breakout. But if you look at what we have here, based on our discussion from yesterday, and I just use a horizontal line. Guys, look at the magic of trading. I love trading so much. Why? When I draw a line and it holds price, you know what price is? Do you know how much is behind the price? We have millions and billions of dollars behind the price based on the professional money, smart money, those in the banks, hedge funds. Do you know how much they're pumping into all this gold, all this Euro USD and so on? A whole lot. So by the time I see a situation where this horizontal line I draw is holding price down, it builds that confidence, because when I draw something like this, as I'm drawing now, it shows that price is an area. And as an area, you can see support, support, resistance, 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 a whole bunch of reaction to that area. And this is also looking now like a resistance. Do you know, who knows this candle? I know, unfortunately, when I ask this question, before I scroll down on the comment section to see your answer, it might take a while. I'm going to ask the question all the same. This candle, as it is now, this is the hourly time frame. It's very, very important to pay attention to the time frame that you're looking at, because you have to wait for that candle to close. But so far, so good. This candle, what is it looking like? This particular candle where I'm drawing the arrow on top. What candle does this look like? If anybody has an idea, type it out what it looks like. Because trust me, this is a trigger. This is one of the triggers we mentioned. I normally say wait for price to get to the area of interest, which has happened over here on gold. And we say wait for the reaction, and we can see the reaction now. Wait for your trigger. I tend to break it based on ART, A-R-T, and we will dive into that fully in the bootcamp. A stands for area of interest, R, the reaction, and then T, the trigger. This is a beautiful trade for you to jump in on shorts. But then don't forget, this is gold. It has US dollar inside. Try to pay attention to what's happening on the dollar, which is the DXY over here. Don't worry, we'll merge everything together so you would understand from the fundamentals and the technicals how to combine them. Let me dive quickly into the comment section, because I know I normally it's really 99 plus new messages. That's a whole lot for me. But let me just try to just breeze through quickly. So we've talked about gold, but those comments I saw talking about gold, requesting for gold, that's what we have over here. So pay attention to gold from your own end. You can do a screenshot of what we've talked about now. We can quickly duplicate this on your chart. Do a screenshot now, and then go back and duplicate it on your chart. Okay. Cody May said you need to be careful with your trades as the market is very choppy. Yes, it's majorly choppy today, this week. And when it's choppy, best to stay on the sideline. Maxine, I thank you for making this available. Okay, thank you for joining too. Michelle, a lot more to learn every day, because learning doesn't stop. Exactly, learning doesn't stop for everybody, for you, and even for me. Finley said, yeah, the EU is so choppy at the moment. When it's choppy, guys, what do you guys do? What do you guys do? Do you go and look for other instruments, maybe exotics or cryptos, stocks? You look for other instruments, or you stick to the instruments that you are trading, and if there's nothing, then you walk away, go and sit down. Because as I can tell you for a fact, I personally sit on my hands. I might not even be in front of my system if I don't have anything on the radar. I'll go and look for something else to do. Trading is meant to be passive. It's not meant to be active, where you sit down on your system and then you're just staring at the system. No, this is not a 9 to 5. Don't forget, guys, trading is a means of escape from the 9 to 5. But then people are trading like it's a 9 to 5. So you are just more or less going back to that thought, that 9 to 5 concept. But trading is passive. It's not meant to be 9 to 5, where you sit down in your system, you're doing work or you're doing labor work or whatever the case might be. It's meant to be a thing of passive. You come and check at intervals. That's why I always say, guys, you can do this and combine it with other things, right? Apart from this, I do other things on the side. I'm a photographer, I'm a videographer, cinematographer, to be precise. I even prefer cinematography, making videos like wedding videos. I do a lot of things for church and so on, right? So find something else that you're doing on the side. Do not quit your 9 to 5, because this one here, trading, is not a 9 to 5. It is a means of escaping the 9 to 5, is a means of retirement, but you need to be good at it. Okay, let me scroll down through some more comments here. I guess I enjoyed this live stream, and with this, I also guess it will go a long way. Okay, thank you, Annabelle. Thanks. Now I got the logic. Best 4 hours candle to trade, which you are made me profitable from last 2 weeks. Nice. Matthias, is it Matthias A or Matthias or Matthias? Sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name well. He said, thanks. Now I got the logic. I like that. You've gotten the concept of trading. And it said best 4 hours. Guys, I normally say from 1 hour, 4 hours, and daily time frame is the best. 4 hours, you're not killing yourself. You're checking the market at every 4 hours candle. So you're not staying at the market. That's what we just said now. It is passive. So Matthias, as I always tell people, when they say they are making profit, they're making money, I say, you owe me, you owe me lunch. Maybe you owe me lunch or dinner. I don't know where you are, but you owe me dinner or lunch. If I'm in your part of town, we can meet up and then it will be on you. Kennedy said the dollar is still not motivational. Yeah, it's still not doing much. Xenia, I appreciate the help. Okay, great, thank you. Hermine said, pardon my ignorance, what is COMEX? COMEX? I don't know COMEX. Did I say anything COMEX? DXY, dollar index, I don't know what COMEX is. I'm so sorry about that. If you find out what COMEX is, let me know. Maybe I might Google that later. COMEX, I'm not sure what COMEX is. I don't think I've heard about that in my life. I don't think I said anything that sounded like COMEX. Okay. Mage Cotton, thank you for this content. Do you offer personal teaching or have any recommendations? Yeah, I offer personal teachings. If you're interested in a one-on-one, then you can chat me up directly on my Instagram, or you can send me your details. Maybe send me your Instagram or a way I can reach out to you. You can send that to me now, or send a message to me on my Instagram. I'll drop my Instagram link again for those that are interested in a one-on-one. As I said, I have a bootcamp coming up, and I've dropped the link for the bootcamp, and I'll drop the link for the bootcamp again. So for those that are interested, let me know. Just as Mage, I think it's Mage Cotton. Hope I'm pronouncing your name well. Do you offer personal teachings? Yes, I offer personal teachings. Chat me up on that Instagram and join me on the bootcamp, whatever the case may be. You can talk about where your trading is, if you're new, struggling, what you're struggling with, and then we can come to a conclusion and when to start and so on. Okay, that is for Mage and for any other person interested in that as well. Okay, Ophelia said, thanks for the info. Goodbye for now. I have to go. Okay, goodbye, Ophelia. If you've gone, goodbye. See you soon. Sorry, just gonna go over some comments. Edwina said there is no structure in it, so it would be best to leave it. Exactly. When there's no structure, you leave it alone. Guys, if you have any quick instruments, I think somebody talked about CAD JPY yesterday. We looked at CAD JPY. Any instrument you want us to look at, let me know. I'll quickly dive into before we round up. But Martina, I watch a lot of analysis, and yours is the best explained and also the most accurate. Thank you for that. Thank you, Martina. Pitman, guys, I'm not just reading. I'm sure you guys are also seeing the comments from others. So you will see that I'm not just reading anything from anywhere for you guys just to hear. I'm reading what you guys are saying, so thank you for that. We have a few more minutes before we round up. Oh, Dale Baker. I literally understood everything without even noting it down. Let me tell you guys a quick story. I normally do this probably like on Friday when it's a bit chilled. But I'll do this now because this Friday, our session for Friday, we normally do Q&A sessions on Friday, but today will be a mix of Q&A and also NFP, right? Because we'll be targeting NFP and then we'll look at what might probably happen. But let me tell you a little quick story of how I became an instructor, how I became a teacher, more or less. Whatever I do, I like to put passion into it. And back then, I wanted to make $1 million overnight, which is the case of most people. But getting humbled and not quitting, you can see what's happening on the candle. This candle doesn't look anything like a pin bar anymore. It was a pin bar. I mentioned it. I said, I know I've not scrolled down there, so maybe you guys have already said. I was asking what that candle looked like. It's looking like a pin bar, bearish hammer. But it's not looking like it anymore. It is moving further down. So this is not anything for me to pull a trigger on. But quickly now, just to tell you a story of how I became a teacher and instructor facilitator, I was explaining trading to people and they said, I understand what you have just said. And then some people will say, I've been trying to learn this for years, but this 5 minutes explanation has made so much sense. And then from hearing that, people started to advise me, why don't you write a book? Well, I haven't written a book yet. I think I have some small PDFs, some small write-ups here and there, but I'm yet to write a book. I don't think I have time to write a book yet. But maybe if I meet somebody that can write a book, I just maybe turn my voice, my speech into text or something, I can come up with a book. But because I'm doing a whole lot, I've not come up with a book, but I've come up with video tutorials, and then I became a facilitator, a teacher for a few brokers while I was in Nigeria. And that was because of you guys saying, oh, I understood what you have just said. You broke it down nicely. And then that's why I'm here now, still preaching the gospel of trading in a simple manner. Simple is good. You'll never say anything much on my chat if you've been following me here for weeks, or if you've subscribed to my YouTube channel. Guys, subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. Help my YouTube channel to grow. I'm going to drop the link on my YouTube channel so that you can follow me there as well. So I'm going to drop the link now, right? So guys, I know I'm dropping a lot of links, my YouTube channel, Instagram, and the bootcamp. Bootcamp, guys, is on the 17th of this month, starting 17th. I just need a handful of people. Join me there, and if you can, great. If you can't, no problem. It's not compulsory. It's just $250, and most of you guys have said it is cheap. And because of that, any bootcamp I'm going to be doing after this one, I'm going to take it up a notch. The other comments, Arlene said, looks like it's just cleaning stop loss on those that are important. Well, you could say that because the market is messy, so most likely it's taking out stop loss. And if people start to complain, stop hunting, it's not stop hunting, the market is just messy, it's dirty. Pandora said, you gave us free quality content. Okay, thank you. I'm grateful we have you. Thank you, Eleanor. Thank you. Thank you too for your comments. Thank you guys for your comments. You may throw us a little trend line tutorial. That's coming from Hero 2022. Most of my live sessions are just talking about trading generally. But if you want, as you said now, you give us, that's Hero 2022, you may throw us a little trend line tutorial. Guys, let me put it this way. I've been doing this for years, more than 10 years. I've learned a lot. Conversant in Fibonacci. I'm pretty conversant on trend line, right? How to use trend line for chart patterns and so on. If you join me on the bootcamp in the Telegram group is also for troubleshooting, for support. You ask about trend line tutorials, I will do it for you live. So it will be based on your request, I will attend to you. If it is one-on-one that you join me for a one-on-one session for minimum of 1 month, right? I would attend to you live. We would go over trend line. I will explain to you in and out. I will explain a lot of things to you that I don't even talk about here because I cannot talk about everything. For those that are using moving averages, I understand moving averages. You're using Bollinger, I understand Bollinger, RSI, Relative Strength Index, MACD. I'm knowledgeable on a lot of things. Why? Because when I started, I was more or less looking for the holy grail, and then I ended up learning a whole lot of things, but I don't use them, but I'm still conversant with them. Now, this candle that's forming now is looking like an engulfing, which is still valid, but I'd have even preferred something closer to that area. So this candle, this big candle now that we can see, I'm just looking at it, this big candle you can see now that's looking like an engulfing, I can easily wait for a fib retracement. I'll show you a little trick that I do, a fib retracement of this candle. So I can draw from this candle, just a fib of this candle up to here. Let me clean up the chart as well, because I want to zoom in a bit. So as I zoom in, I could just do a fib retracement strictly of this candle, meaning of this candle, and I could be a bit aggressive. I could drop maybe a penny order. I'm not showing a style that I could use for small risk, big reward. I could drop a penny order here with a tight stop loss over here. And this is gold of about 40 pips, because I'm not expecting to go past 61.8. So I could drop it around 50 here, and then here maybe around 30 to 40 pips, and then I could look for price to drop all the way down here, which is over 300 pips. And if this happens, you have gotten close to 10 hours. So this is just a little trick of what I do. Please do not be aggressive with it. You need to understand the market properly and know how to approach it. The difference, look at the market. I could show you some tricks, some tips and tricks later. You join me in the bootcamp or you join me one-on-one session. I could easily say I have a lot of tricks up my sleeves, but I cannot just throw them out here because of time and so on. And speaking of time, we have a few more minutes before we round up. Moriel said, really enjoy your life and how real you keep it. Thank you. Thank you, Moriel. Julia, thank you, guys. How is your preparation for your bootcamp? My preparation is good to go. It's not my first bootcamp. So once you make payment, once anybody makes payment, that same day you get your materials, and then you can start going over your material before the 17th of June. You get added to the Telegram group as early as possible, but we don't start conversations until 17th of July, because it is for 3 weeks, and that 3 weeks is just for you to prepare your mind down, get ready to join. And then if you have any question, you can chat me up privately. Any question pertaining to the bootcamp, then I answer you before the day. And then basically we jump into it, we trade together, we do trainings together. I'll break everything down. Trade management. Trade management is very important. Things that I cannot easily do over here because of time. We'll have the 3 weeks, because it is for 3 weeks, a 3-week duration. We'll have the 3 weeks together, and I'll break everything down. The person that talked about trendline tutorials, Hero 2022, we can do that in the live. Based on your request, we'll attend to it. If you join me one-on-one as well, we'll do that for you. How will you schedule that with people's working time? Terry Hardy, how will you schedule that with people's working time? I've gotten this question before, and this is what I normally say. The Telegram group, are you guys listening? The Telegram group is going to be opened majorly for London, I could even say New York. It's not going to be open 24 hours because I don't work 24 hours. We sleep, we all sleep. And then, of course, based on different time zones, the best sessions to trade, I repeat this, and that's why the bootcamp or any session one-on-one is based on this. The best sessions to trade is London and New York. So these are the sessions that will be together during the bootcamp. So we know, even with your working time, you have the Telegram there. Let me ask this question for Terry Hardy that asked that question. And how will you schedule based on people's working time? During your working time, do you chat on maybe Facebook, or do you chat on WhatsApp? Do you chat on Telegram? Do you check social media, Instagram? If the answer is yes, then you will not have any problem. Because most people, we do a lot of chatting and so on at given time, any given time. So that means that you don't have any issues, trust me. Tyler, he said, I will check the link, or some check the link. I'll drop the link again for the bootcamp. So you check the link, so I've dropped it again. In your advice lesson and funny words. Oh, I thought that was a question. Aether Copperfield said, in your advice, lesson and funny words are really inspirational and helpful. Oh, thank you. Please, can you do an analysis on Euro JPY? Leslie Lawrence, yes, we can. So let me jump into Euro JPY. You can see this has dropped some more, so I'll just adjust this based on this. because this is a massive, and you have 10 more minutes before the candle closes, and we have 10 more minutes before we to round up this session. This is a massive bearish engulfing, which is very valid. But I'll not enter here. I'll probably wait for a sneaky, I'll wait for a sneaky retracement at 38.2. This is just a little trick I do, right? And this one too, apart from this, you can also drop down. You can be sneaky as well and drop down to a lower time frame and see this is what we want to try to take advantage of, because it's already pulling up somewhere around here. So there are little tips and tricks on the sleeve that you can take advantage of. Euro JPY. Let me use this chart for Euro JPY. Euro JPY. This is Euro JPY. So I'll drag it in, and then we would look at Euro JPY for you. For Euro JPY, as usual, the first thing that jumps at me is this up trend, and I would probably like to be a buyer. As I'd like to be a buyer, the question is, where would I like to buy? I would like to buy over here. I remember me, I like 1 hour's time frame, so may I just use 1 hour? If you have a specific time frame, guys, you guys can be asking about a specific time frame. So I have also here as an area that I'm also seeing. So guys, quickly, because of time, this is where I would like to buy. As you can see, it's at the area of support, resistance, 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 support. This is not at the area of support. So I would like to buy over here, take it to this point of resistance. You can see a bunch of resistance here. It has failed to break out of the resistance multiple times. So if I have that nice candle or any nice candle here, then I can take advantage of it. But I've not gotten anything. I can't see anything clean that can, you know, give me that trigger to go long over here. So for the person that talks about Euro JPY, wait for price to form something here, give you something decent for you to pull the trigger. But what we normally do, we talk about the area of interest, we wait for the reaction at that area of interest, and then we wait for the trigger. So I call it ART. So when you join me, you hear me talk about ART a lot. It's more or less my breakdown, because I like to break things down. ART, area of interest, reaction, and then trigger. Okay, back to the comment. I'll just probably stick to the comment section to round up, because I have lots of comments, and then we'll just round up with the comment over here. So Leslie just did something for Euro JPY for you. But this year be a full of great recognition. The only thing we need to do is start taking steps to achieving our different goals. Thank you, Sophia. You can never achieve anything in life if you do not work towards it. Yes, I must always work towards it. No matter how daunting or how long it might seem, you want to become a successful, consistent trader, you need to work towards it. I'm just trying to go over comments. Sandy, I'm not afraid of losing. That's good. Make sure you're using proper risk. If you use proper risk, you should not be afraid of losing. Pearl, good for you for doing this and taking the time. Thank you. Margaret, I think I remember your name, Margaret Eliano. Some months ago, I came across one of your videos, great content. Thank you. Guys, you can follow me on my, I actually need to do a few more videos on my YouTube. But you can follow me on my YouTube. I'm going to drop the link on my YouTube now. Right, so you can follow me on my YouTube, subscribe to the channel, watch videos. Hopefully they help you out. I don't think I've done any video this week. I might need to jump on that. It's not easy doing a lot of things. That's why I said when the bootcamp starts, I probably might not have much time over here. So I might be a bit off and on and so on. Apologies about that. But guys, join me on the bootcamp. If it's a one-on-one session, you can join me, drop your contact and I'll reach out to you. Chat me up on Instagram as well. I've dropped my Instagram handle. I can also drop it again. So I know I'm dropping a lot of links. I'm dropping them for those that want to reach out for one thing or the other. Chat me up on Instagram, that's the link. Sign up to the bootcamp, that's the link. Follow me on Instagram, on YouTube, that's the link as well. So I'm dropping a lot of the links, so you can just follow me on them. 5 more minutes and then we'll round up. Let me just scroll quickly down. Linda, I'm making outstanding progress with my trading. Beautiful. That's what I love to hear. Why there are no shortcuts to getting rich, but there are smart ways to go about it. Yes, Flora, that's true. No shortcuts to getting rich. You have to put in the work and so on. I've been following your live stream for months now. Thank you, Maureen Marshall. Thank you. Caught in gold because of DXY tricks and then realized it's not work like DXY move and gold follow it. God's time, not really sure. I didn't really compute what you just said. Rita, wow, man, Thank you so much. This was one of the best chillax explanations I've ever had. Thank you, Rita. We try to do what we can do. Guys, try to join me on the bootcamp if you're interested. If you are interested in one-on-one, reach out to me as well. The bootcamp has been subsidized at $250. For the next bootcamp, the price is going to go up based on you guys saying it's actually rather low. Uh, uh, it's not a good thing to trade before the news. Yes, that's for me. I don't trade just before the news, Denny. So I might probably not have any trade today because we have about 4 more hours before the FOMC is released, and we might probably have whipsaws for the majors, gold, and maybe a few other instruments as well. Quintina Staples, thanks for always creating such useful content. Thank you. This is the absolute best information of Forex technical that I've seen. Thank you. From Tiffany, thank you guys. Trading news isn't from for me too. Thank you, Ashley. Trading news is not for me, it's not for I don't advise people to things I do not do, I do not advise. I won't say go and trade the news when I do not do it. Right? I try to practice what I preach. So what I preach is what I'm actually doing. So everything I'm doing, that's why at any point in time, my explanation is my explanation. I will not be changing my mouth. You'll not come next week and I'm talking about moving averages and so on. And that's why discipline needs to come into play. You need to be doing the same thing over and over and over. Guys, if you're consistent in having losses, it is a good thing. I'll tell you that. You might not understand that, but if you're having losses, it's not going in your way, but you're doing the same thing consistently, it is a good thing. Because now, just like Thomas Edison, you have confirmed what is not working for you. Then you can start to make some adjustments, some tweaks, and so on. Okay, let me just quickly scroll down to the bottom. I can see a lot of people saying thank you. You are putting a lot of work into this live stream, man. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you for that. This is going to be a summer jam. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you for your comments. I'm just going to scroll to the bottom and see. We appreciate your dedication. Okay, thank you. I'm just going to scroll to the bottom to see whether I have any quick question I can maybe quickly answer within 1 minute or 2 minutes. I can see this is 2 minutes to 3 p.m. That's UK time, and this is 2 minutes to BC time, 7 a.m. for me. Yesterday after my session, I went to the gym. Today, I think I might go back to the gym a bit, but I might probably lie down. I might probably go back to my bed, lie down a bit before I might probably head back to the gym. Consistency, try and do little every day. Don't try to do too big in one day, right? Little drops of water makes a mighty ocean. Patient saying 100 push-ups is very funny. Yeah, I remember the person that said 100 push-ups, and that person has done up to 5,000. Guys, if your trading is not going according to plan, chat me up on Instagram. I've dropped my link a couple of times. Chat me up on Instagram, and then we can discuss what issues you are having. So we have been talking about passing the challenge. You have been having difficulties passing the challenge. Chat me up on Instagram. Drop me a comment on YouTube or my YouTube videos, and let's see how we can connect. And then we'll talk about your trading, your challenge, in the challenge that you're trying to pass, and so on, and see what we can do for you. Very precise and educational. I love it, Judith. Okay, thank you guys. I can see a lot of comments saying thanks for the comment, thanks for the contents, and so on. Thank you guys. Guys, join me. Miana Cooper. Wow, this is better than my guys. Let me read this. I don't know that you guys have seen this comment as well, but permit me, sorry guys. If I go past the hour mark, I apologize. I want to say something quickly. Well, this made me to smile. Marina Cooper said something. Wow, this is better than my 4-year course in the university. Let me just quickly address that. Now, in the university, they don't teach us how to be financially free. They don't really teach about money. Because when you maybe read books, maybe if you read like what's the name of this? What's his name? The name, if I mention the book, you might probably know the guy's name. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I've forgotten his name. How can I forget the name? It ran away from me. But if you read that book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, where the poor dad was just talking about go to school, finish school, get a good job, and so on, and get promotions and so. While the rich dad was just talking about, life scenarios, doing business, understanding money, business, and so on. That's comment from Marina Cooper, 4-year course. I'm not saying don't go to school or go to school, but as you're going to school, have behind you that thought process of what can you do, right, to become financially free? You might not necessarily need 4 years, but if you go about it the right way, trust me, you can be successful. Because once you get a job or two, or whatever the amount of jobs you are doing, because some people here are doing 2 jobs, 3 jobs. Once you get that job or those jobs, trust me, you cannot still make the kind of money you want to make. Think about it. You can't make the kind of money you want to make. You cannot be financially free because your time you are working on active time. It's active based on the fact that if you do not work, you don't make money. But in this business, it's possible that you are not doing much and you're making money. You can be trading on a passive, place a trade and walk away. Don't let me talk too much on that. I'm going past the hour mark and I want to round up now. Yeah, a lot of comment coming in, Jaden. A lot of comment coming in. Which news do we have today? Terra will set FOMC in about 4 hours from now. Your setup is dope, Cynthia. Thank you. Let me just scroll to the bottom quickly. Let me scroll to the bottom. I think I can see some comments about the bootcamp. I've dropped the link there. What is your plan on trading on Friday? I don't trade Fridays usually. Rory, Hunter, I don't trade Fridays. But we'll be here together on Friday, just before the NFP. We'll talk about the NFP. We'll talk about the past NFP, what to expect based on the charts, based on the dollar, because NFP is to the USD and so on. Okay. Lena, just love the way you teach complicated concepts in a totally simplified way. Just love your way of teaching. Thank you. Recently started watching your live. Really appreciate your efforts and knowledge you are sharing with your viewers. Couldn't get better. Thank you. That's from Susanna Graham. I hope I'm pronouncing your names well as well. God sent it, got it. We'll check it out later. Okay, guys, check out the bootcamp. Check out the YouTube. Check out everything and enjoy me. And then we'll take it up from there. The next bootcamp, guys, I'm taking the price up, just so you know, because you guys told me that it is rather low. Sorry about that. Sorry for making it low. But don't worry, you get value for that $250. So your content and okay, I think I might stop reading you guys comments on the content is good and all. I was just trying to catch questions. What do you think about the price on? Ooh, I've gone past the hour mark, so I need to run up now. Okay, I need to run up now. So I'm just scrolling. Aha, handyman. Yeah, I've done the screenshot. Okay, beautiful. Someone said done. Guys, sorry, I'm getting to your comments now because simply because the comments are too much. I'm just getting down, you know. If you guys have any specific question, guys, chat me up on Instagram or what the case might be. Please, can you check? Oh, we already checked the Euro JPY. It's a good enough to not comment again. Just scrolling down now. Whew. I need to drink some water. Okay, scrolling down now. Simple. It's as simple as the best, man. Thank you, Stewart. Yes, simplicity is the key to success. Bootcamp is very good for all traders, guys. Cornell Field said bootcamp is the best for all traders, guys. As many of you that can join me in the bootcamp, and you will not regret it. The bootcamp is the best for all of you, and I'll drop the bootcamp link one more time before I round up. Sorry, guys. I'm just scrolling down to the bottom. Let me just scroll down to the bottom. I've scrolled down to the bottom now. I can't really see any comments. So, guys. Oh, Shravan says so many of Indian traders are watching this. Just want to ask you that, where are you guys trading? In India, trading is banned. Okay, I think that question is for Indian traders. I don't know that we have traders from India here. And if it is banned, I'm not really sure about that. I might look into that. But you know, trading is you don't have to if it is banned in India with respect to working with brokers, maybe Indian brokers, you can trade brokers that are out of India, right? Just open an account with the broker out of India, fund the account and trade, and you should not have any issue whatsoever. Okay, thank you guys. It's been a good one. I'd like to appreciate you guys for joining me. Thank you for your comment. Guys, join me in the bootcamp. Make payments quickly as once I have the numbers, then I will be turning off the bootcamp until we kickstart the bootcamp, right? So the bootcamp, I just need a few people to join us. So try to sign up quickly. If you have any questions, ask me the question on my Instagram. Follow me on the YouTube channel as well. From the YouTube channel, you can also ask questions there and I'll reply you. If you just want to ask me any question whatsoever, then you can send the question to my Instagram anywhere that you can reach out to me. I'm on Facebook, I'm on LinkedIn. I've been on Twitter, but I've not chatted, I've not posted anything in years. I have plans of kickstarting my Twitter in a bit. So you can look out for my Twitter, look out for me in different places, and then chat me up if you have any questions. I'm not hard to find. You can find me on this Trading Live platform as well. If you are connected to the YouTube live, you can chat me up there too as well, and so on. So thank you guys, thank you guys for joining me. For the bootcamp, I'll just show you the link for the bootcamp now before I close this platform. You can sign up for the bootcamp. It's just $250. And then you get your materials in a bit. So this is the bootcamp. This is the link that you have right in front of you now. And if you scroll down, it tells us what we're going to be doing: risk management, psychology, trading strategy, entry, exit. You get the trading plan, trading journal. You get the proper mindset of a trader, the mistakes traders are making. This is the video tutorials. You get video tutorials on everything inside here, so you can check it out. Everything you're going to be getting for just $250. So for the next one is going to be going up, and then you can put in your details here, sign up, and so on. Okay, so I want to say thank you guys for joining me here. I'm going to be closing this platform now, and then we will see you at another time. Right, so thank you guys. It has been a great one. It has been a great one, and of course, any question that you need, reach out and we'll see what we can do. We'll also hopefully be here tomorrow as well. So thank you guys. Goodbye. God bless. Trade safely. Protect your account. Cheers.